The other day, I made my video on the NC-70 Błyskawica, which is the Tier 10 Polish tech tree tank destroyer. It's a vehicle which features 7 degrees of gun depression, solid mobility, and 5,000 damage per minute, making this one of the craziest Tier 10s in the game. However, I also thought, why not make a video on the 113 GFT? As we can see just from looks, these vehicles are very similar. And it's not just looks, playstyle as well. The 113 GFT is pretty dang similar to the NC-70. In what ways? Well, this vehicle has pretty good DPM at 3,455. When you pair that with the 760 damage per shot and pretty solid frontal protection, yeah, I'd actually say that this is quite a similar vehicle. It has 2,460 health. The Błyskawica has 2,250. So actually, the 113 GFT is a little bit higher in its HP and holding potential. And I should also mention that the armor on the 113 GFT is quite strong. On flat ground, it's about 300-ish millimeters thick, and using the 6 degrees of gun depression it has against heat, it's around 350 to 340 millimeters thick. And if we pull out the NC-70 Błyskawica, and we look at this vehicle's armor, we can see that this tank is about also 290 to 300 millimeters. So that means that both tanks are pretty similar on armor, both tanks are pretty similar on their overall capabilities, and the question is, would you rather grind a vehicle that has a flat 750 damage per shot with less DPM, or a tank that has more DPM when close to your opponents, but less when you're further away? I feel like the Błyskawica is better if you're an aggressive player, because obviously the damage per shot the vehicle has paired with the DPM frontline is going to be way better than the damage per shot and capabilities of something like the 113 GFT frontline because of the reload difference. The 113 has a 13-second reload, where the Błyskawica has like a 9-second reload. That's insane when you actually think about it. But this tank does have some big advantages. First of all, it's got a lot more heat pen, 395 mils, and it also has 290 on the standard, where the Błyskawica has APCR premium, which is not as good. And not only that, but it's only got about 320 mils of pen. So that's a 70 millimeter difference on your penetration that will obviously affect your gameplay. But we're going to see what we can do here. What are we going to be able to do? Well, we're going to start off by making our way to the front line. Funny enough, both of these vehicles are also fairly similar in terms of speed. Our WZ goes upwards of 41 kilometers per hour with the engine perk. And, well, that's pretty similar to the mobility that you'll find on the Błyskawica, which goes around 50, but I think I am running a turbo on mine, so that's also a little bit similar. So we're going to chill here for now. This is a pretty good spot. We have the enemy 114 SP2 detected, and we also have the CS63. Let's see what ends up happening here. Will anybody poke? Well, I think we'll be okay if we just chill here and wait. I mean, the 114 SP2 does not have the most turret armor, as we know, so I'm not too worried about that. We can obviously see the IS-7. There's the enemy 114, and there you go. 816 damage right into his tank. I mean, that's pretty impressive. Being able to chunk somebody for such a large amount of HP is always going to be rather nice. And I wonder if we're going to out-reload him. No. Okay. Well, he was a little panicked anyway, so that works out. But this is where, obviously, you're going to be quite well off in this vehicle, because the damage per shot is really good. And sure, the DPM might not be as good as the Błyskawica, but the other capabilities are just as good. So the Jagdpanzer is going to back up, and I'm just going to wait here. I have a feeling at some point this 114 will try and poke again, and if he does, we should be able to get a pretty easy pen into his tank. For now, though, we wait, because, well, you saw what happened to our Jag. Bro literally is at 300 health. Not really sure why he thought that was a good play, but yeah, bro's at 300 health now. We're just going to keep waiting. I mean, the enemy 114 was last spotted right over here, and oh boy, our Jag is going for second. It's incredible. We're spotted because the Manticore is right here. Interesting. Well, okay. Goodbye, Manticore, I guess. We also have the BZ-75. Incredible players on my team, bruh. Oh, no, no, that's not what I want. Okay. Well, we have the Błyskawica in the back, and aiming. I don't know if that penned, especially... Okay, now they all get spotted, bruh. Alright, well, we get hit by the Progetto, and not only that, but we get penned, and he doesn't even get spotted, which kind of sucks for me. 3, 2, 1, and... oh, come on. Well, we can see where, again, this tank has some strengths, and it has some weaknesses. Its strengths are the fact that it's got armor. Its weaknesses are the fact that, well, we can't really use that armor right now, can we? Alright, well, we're going to chill right here, and I'm going to back up and out, because I don't like this current position we're in. I am going to load gold, though. Our WZ bailed out, which is not very helpful either. Okay, well, we go back to waiting here. We have the enemy BZ-75, and... oh, imagine, bruh. You can see the gun on this tank. It's not the most accurate. It's not bad on accuracy, but it's definitely not what I would consider good either. And our WZ leaving the position to spot the enemy definitely put us in a bit of an annoyance of a situation as well. Let's see, we got the BZ-75 again, and not able to hit that yet. I also don't want to be shot by that Progetto. I'm going to back up before the Artie is able to hit me. Yeah, I might start backing up. It's probably the best play here. I mean, I don't really know what else to do, because these tanks on our side are going to be an absolute pain in the butt. And if our team doesn't do anything about it, they're going to completely control this engagement. But I'm going to move up a teeny bit. And let's see. The BZ shoots. We're going to wait and fire. What? What are we doing, game? Oh my god. My RNG just hates me so much. There's no player that has worse RNG than me. Alright, well. I'm going to poke this over here. We'll see if we can spot anything. Let's see. Oh. What did I... what? What did I spot? I guess I spotted that BZ-75. Interesting. Okay. Well, our Foshby is moving up on the flank, and we have the BZ-75 in the back. Wow, this is a super exciting game, guys. What a truly exciting one. I mean, if my gun had done what I... oh, we are spotted, which means that they have a tank over here. Alright, well, I'm going to back up then. But as I said, if my gun had done what I wanted it to, we'd be a lot better off in this game. We had a couple shots that could have hit, but decided not to. Alright, well, I can try and help out with the 57 Heavy over here, possibly. Let's see, the Panzer 7 is obviously not in the best of positions. 57 Heavy's getting bled. Wonder if we can actually push that 57 Heavy from where he is. I think that seems like a very doable thing. Is 114 over here still? No. Okay, well, we have the 57 Heavy, and there you go. Finally, another pen. That's our second pen of the game, and a decent one at that. We have the enemy Super Conqueror over here. We have the Bliskavica over here. I'm going to push this Bliskavica. I'm going to ignore the Super Conk, and let's see if I can help out my teammate. There you go. Easy. Alright, I figured that 57 Heavy needed support more than... you know, the rest of what was going on over here. Alright, well, the Yag is spotted. I'm going to move over here. And, oh, there's the 4005. Let's load an HE. 3, 2, 1. There you go! 1200. Now, that's gotta hurt a lot. That's gotta absolutely hurt you an insane amount. We're going to aim it again. No, sad. Big Sag. But the Progetto does die. And not only that, but we brought this game back quite a bit. I mean, this was looking to be a loss, and now it's looking to be a win. As long as our team ends up pushing up over... oh, I shouldn't have pressed the control key. Oh, there you go. Every time I press the control key, my game dies, but that's the player that needs to go. That 4005 back there. With him alive, it puts our game in a much worse spot, so we'll have to see what happens here. Oh, that CS there? Bruh. Alright, well, that CS is going to be a little beetle bugler as well. Alright, well, for now, we just back up. No point to really do anything with that CS there. We have a full health Progetto who's been sitting in our spawn the entire game. Honestly, our team hasn't really been doing much to help me, to be entirely honest. Our WZ is dead, and that WZ really needed to support us. So what do we have actually going on here? Well, 57 Heavy spotted last there. BZ-75 was last right here. And I wonder if I can make my way over in this position and get around. Let's see. Oh, there's the 4005. That's actually pretty huge. Spotting that 4005 gives our team a huge, huge capability. Aiming. Oh, but he backs up just in the last second. That sucks. No. I mean, I know where the 4005 is, but it doesn't really mean anything when I can't spot him, does it now? Ah, that sucks. He was so close to being able to be hit. Alright, well, I'm going to continue moving over here. That Yag was last spotted in that mid area, but not too worried about that. We have the TVP on our rear, and I'm going to move right over here. So let's see. That's where the TVP was last spotted. I would assume our Stritzvon... Oh, no, thank you. I was about to say I would assume our Stritzvon can deal with that. We have the Jagdpanzer spotted. Okay, he got shot. And with everything going on, this actually sucks. I don't know why our Stritzvon is refusing to make a play, because if he did make a play, that would help us out quite a large amount. Okay, well, I have the CS right in front. I have the 57 over here. Easy clear into you, but now we have to back up before that Yag can hit me, which we did, so that's pretty good at least. CS gets shot once, and he gets shot twice, and that allows me to aim it on his vehicle. Oh, okay. BZ flanks behind me. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered. It would not have mattered. This team, unfortunately, fell apart from the beginning to the end. And we just needed a light tank to spot up this alley here, and we would have been fine. We assisted 800, we did 3,400, and I have a feeling we did quite well in terms of our team. But at the end of the day, you can't do too much when this is what happens, right? I mean, the fact that our Progetto camped in our spawn and didn't do anything to spot them, you need spotting. On a map like this, mid is never going to really be the problem. It's the flanks. And unfortunately for us, those flanks got pushed. The enemy TVP was not killed fast enough by our Stritzvon. I don't know why this guy was so scared as well, because there was literally nobody else but the TVP. And because of that, I was super scared about that TVP getting spotted behind me and nuking me. The game just fell apart way too fast, and as we can see, it was never going to be a win. It was close if our tanks had spotted the Yag and the enemy beforehand, and that TVP had died, then it would have been a winnable game. But with that TVP on the one side, with the full health BZ-75 on my rear, and everything going on, there was just no world that was going to end up being a win. Not to mention my RNG was pretty poor in the beginning of the game. We had a couple shells in that BZ that missed. We had a shell in the Yag that unfortunately missed. And if those shells had hit, we probably would have been able to actually end up winning this game. I mean, I ended up dealing top in terms of XP and third in terms of damage, so we did all right. And you can see where the 113 GFT is a rather strong vehicle. The gun is not bad, but it's not great either. So you run into this conundrum where you have a lot of damage output, you have a lot of armor, but the accuracy on move is kind of mediocre, which means that you're going to have to take a bit of time to aim in. The Błyskawicz's gun is definitely a little bit more accurate, at least on move, which is nice, where this tank kind of struggles a bit in that regard. But let's get into another game. Let's see what the 113G can do. 5 on an okay map. I mean, we'll see what we can do. I like Abbey, and I'm going to go towards mountains, obviously, because this is a heavily armored, you know, frontline tank destroyer. We have another 113G behind us, which is decent. What else do we have in terms of MPZ 100, Object 260, 277, Panzer 7? Okay, not bad. They have a Maus, IS-7, 277, VZ. VZ's obviously a really, really strong vehicle that I'll have to be a bit cautious about. Early game, I'm going to sit right here and look for a quick crossing shot. There's no reason not to. Oh, really? 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 Not a single player on our team's going to go mid. Now that's incredible. That's awful, actually. That's how you lose games right there. Allowing the enemy to get mid immediately with no resistance, bleeding, spots. We don't even know what's going to go mid. That's how you lose a game. Incredible job, guys. Incredible job. I always find it rather confusing why you're going to drive a medium and not even spot. Like, I get it, right? You want to put your tank to the medium or the heavy flank quickly. I understand. But at the same time, not spotting up the crossing is stupid. You have a job as a medium to spot for the team if there's no lights. And not doing that, it just screws our team over. If something goes mid, we're done. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's going to be able to completely control 90% of the battlefield. So that's going to be really annoying. Nice shot from our grill, at least. I'm going to move up myself and see if we can get a shell out. We have the enemy IS-7 in the back. Aiming, aiming, and... there you go. Nice. 791 into his vehicle. We actually didn't even get spotted, which is pretty impressive when you think about it. I would love to use this tank carcass as cover, but unfortunately, with the position the girl's sitting, that's nearly impossible to do. I'm going to chill here. Okay, there you go. Nice. Thank you, Grill. I appreciate it. Let's see. So the Yag's all the way in the back. Grill just shot, which means I can move up a bit. And we'll see if I can hit the Yag at all. I'm going to move over here. Nah, it's just not able to be hit just from the angle we're at. Alright, well, I'll move up a bit then. I mean, it doesn't really hurt now. Let's see. We have the Yag, and we move over here. Keep on going. 260's obviously chilling over here as well. Let's see. Oh, I have a teeny corner of the Yag, and... oh, come on. Really? 390 mils of heat and we can't cut through a Yag? That's pretty insane when you actually think about it. Alright, let's try again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. 727 into his vehicle, and we back up. That's all pretty good. And obviously we have a faster reload than the Jagdpanzer, so if we continue to sit here, and we wait, 3, 2, 1... okay. 0.29 dispersion is not bad, but you can see where it's also lacking. I mean, some of these shots, I definitely would have been a lot happier off if they had ended up in, you know, hitting the opponent. And right now, they're not treating me all too well. You have that Yag sitting in the back still. Artillery's shooting at me, of course. Okay. By the way, look at mid. They have a 40.05 in mid. Great job, guys. Let's just let a 40.05 get mid. That's what we do, right? Bruh. Well, we have the IS-7 in the back. And not able to hit the IS-7 just yet. We have the Yag. The Yag just shot, which means now's our chance to poke. I'm going to just poke and fully aim in on that Yag lower plate. Come on! Come on, game! This is the problem with the 113G. Like, the gun, man, it's just not good. It really isn't. The level of sacrifices it makes to deal... oh, great, I'm stuck. Unfortunately, I got stuck on my my teammate, which did not help me. Oh my god, bruh. There you go. We hit that, though? Really? So let me get this right. We can't hit a Yag exposed for multiple easy shells, but we can hit an IS-7 in cover with a pixel shot on his upper plate. Alright, game. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. Can we just kill the IS-7? The guy's got 100 health. Like, what are we scared of, bruh? What are we scared of? Wild. You're in a full health E100. You have 2,980 health. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Do I really have to kill this guy? Do I really do. I actually have to... I have to kill that IS-7. That is insane. Wow. Playing World of Tanks makes you get brain cancer. Like, it really does. Because you have a 2,980 hit point player who doesn't understand how to play. Wow. Wow. Wowzers. That was an impressive shot there. That was a truly impressive shot coming from my vehicular. Alright, well, we're going to aim it on the enemy Yag. There you go, 796. I can't imagine... oh, yeah, don't give me room to back up. That wouldn't help me at all. No. Well, what I was going to say is that this 183 is a big old threat of Rooney, and I don't want to be shot by him. We obviously have the Yag over here. And I'm going to chill in this position. I mean, we're probably going to lose this game. There's just not much you can do in this type of situation. Let's hope that our team's able to reset the base there. No. I'm just going to back up a bit. I could make my way elsewhere, but I also kind of want to move up a bit and see if I can get a shell into this Yag. Let's see. There's the enemy FE2 and 5B183. And he actually doesn't pen the HE. That's pretty nice. Alright, I'll take it. I'm going to leave this spot. I got lucky that he didn't pen me to begin with, to be honest. And I don't want to really risk any more. Okay, the already still shooting me. Oh, boy. But this E100 is the definition of useless. And I just don't know what to really do. So it's a 3 versus... What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? Yeah, that's not ideal. Oh, now our E100 moves up. Now you move up. Yeah, too late, bro. Too late. I'm not helping you anymore. I'm gone. You had all the time in the world to move up and help me with that Yag, and you decided that you wanted to sit there and do nothing. And now you're going to move up. It's too late. I'm going to make my way over to the STB, and we need to be able to get this base cap reset. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I told you what happens when you lose mid. This is what happens. You can't do anything because mid is the most important position in the game. And if you lose mid, you lose the game. The enemy team gets positions over you. They get everything over you. And I guess I should have flexed back earlier, but oh well. E100, good job, bro. You did it. Too late. And our STB is too scared to reset the base cap, so we'll probably just end up losing this on base cap. Yep, that's what's going to happen. 10 seconds left, and we lose the game on base cap. I wouldn't have been fast enough to get there anyway, and even if I did get there, the 4005 and Concept would have spotted me and nuked me in the crossing. Thank you! Yep, there you go. And unfortunately, we end up losing this game. Well, welcome to World of Tanks, ladies. Wait, did the base cap get reset? Did the STB shoot him? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I'm so confused, guys. I'm going to back up and pray that I can hit that VZ. Aiming, aiming, aiming. No, that shell went literally nowhere, bro. That shell went actually nowhere. I can't do anything. That VZ's going to kill me if I try to reset. Or not the VZ. I'm not worried about the VZ. It's the... You'll see. I have to push up to basically reset the base cap. I have no choice, right? But the problem is they got the 4005, and I'm probably going to die to them. But we'll see. Just going to keep crossing. Ooh, actually, we make it across fine. Wow. I really thought that that 4005 was going to kill me. Alright, let's move up then, and we'll see if we can reset the base cap. Aiming, aiming, aiming. There you go. Goodbye, VZ. Little frickin' rattler. Artie's going to try and shoot me. Misses the shell, which is pretty good for me. Obviously, the 430 is going to try and cap the base. Yep, there's going to be tanks on my side. The best play to make is to first spot up this alley here, because I need to. So let's see. Anything there? No. Interesting. Very interesting. I would have expected tanks to be there. I mean, I'm still going to die, because at the end of the day, I just won't be able to deal with mobility in this tank, but we'll see. We will see what happens. I'm going to move over here. I'm going to chill in this bush. I don't know how much health the 430 has, but that doesn't really help me, does it now? I can spot up somewhat of this alley over here, which is pretty good. And there you go. We do spot the enemy 4005. Aiming, aiming, aiming. Never mind, doesn't matter. When I have the 430 and the Concept on my side, and I need to push this 430. Aiming. There you go, 711. And we reload. Come on, reload, reload, reload. He bounces me, which is obviously pretty good. And we face hug him, and now I back up, and we get the clear into you. But now we have the Concept, who didn't bounce me with the previous shell. And we're going to try and back off from... Yes, okay. And we chill right here, which is obviously the best spot to chill in. And... No! No! Reload, 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 reload. Oh! I didn't have the angle to hit him. We did 5,334 damage. If I had had that angle, we were so close. It was like... this far off. If I'd been able to get that wedge, we would have been able to win it. The enemy team honestly threw that, to be honest. I just can't believe we missed that shot by such a small amount, man. That was so close. Oh, well. The 4005 still probably would have killed me anyway. I didn't think the Concept was going to come from that side, to be honest. I knew the 430 would, but I didn't think the Concept would. And because of that, it really put me in an awkward spot. But man, bro, that E100, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? If that E100 had pushed with me earlier, I could have been able to kill the 183 and the Yag. To be fair, probably would have lost on base cap if that was the case, so I'm glad I actually flexed back. But it's just, if our team had made a play, right? If our 260 and E100 and I had pushed up when I wanted to and cleared that IS-7 and then pushed up on that Yag, not allowing him to back up, it would have been a win. It would have been an easy win because we would have killed the Yag, and then we would have pushed up on the 183, killed him, and we would have been able to outcap that VZ with the STB resetting him. It would have been an incredibly easy win. But because of the fact our team didn't want to play smart, and instead they wanted to lose their health when they shouldn't have, and whatever. It was an unfortunate game, but oh well. We got a win, and at least a win for me. I will take 5,000 damage. That game got me really sad at the end there. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. But what do I think about the WZ? Well, personally, I think the Bliskovica is better. To be honest, the Bliskovica is faster. It goes 46 versus the WZ's 41. And not only that, but this vehicle's extra DPM and better on-movement dispersion do allow it to feel more enjoyable. Especially with that extra DPM, it would have actually probably won me that game. Pretend I was in the Bliskovica versus the 113 GFT at the end of that game. I would have killed the 430 way faster, and I would have also been able to kill that concept. And I would have probably then been able to turn and kill the 4005, or at least fight the 4005. But with the 113, because the reload's longer, it's a 9.86 second reload versus a 13.2. I think that extra 3 seconds made a huge difference in what could have been a win for those two games. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!